Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. So look on the screen. I know I'm sorry to have to ask you that, but I'm gonna need you to look on the screen. I believe this is Robert Hannor, and you're right here. I believe this is him with his son and little background, little guy. I would say, in my opinion, born into a world of dysfunction, born into a world of hate. I would say, and no, I don't mean the dominant society. With all the other people. I was told a young black woman, and you know, the older you get mature. I'm not gonna argue with people, sweetie. Do you? It's not my portfolio or some, property, whatever. Do you? But if you ask me an opinion, I'm gonna tell you. And she had a situation where typical, baby father, baby daddy is not there. He's always busy. Then comes to the child. The child, what, maybe under 5, I know for sure. And maybe he's seen the child twice in his life and all of these excuses. So I've said to her, if I've said to others, I said, listen, let me tell you something. When these men run off and leave you, they abandon you and the child. I said, he doesn't care. I don't want to hear about he has some issues. You do too. You think black women don't have issues, yet and still, they're reportedly over 84% of the providers in the breadwinners in the relationship. Breadwinner, sometimes the sole breadwinner. You think black women don't have issues, yet and still they manage to, let's see, go to work. Oh, some have more than one job. Some have 2 jobs, going to school, and a child or children. We can't afford to sit up and be princes and lay up on the couch and talk about our problems and take the day off. Women occasion, no, you got to go ahead and get to getting. So I don't want to hear about these men have issues. Black women have issues every day. We're humans. We all do. Everybody's got some kind of issue, but yet they have to function. That mortgage has to be paid, the HOA, the rent. It has to be paid. So they keep on going. He's got an issue. I said, oh, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about the child. I said, the fact that since the child left the hospital, he's walked away. And that was one of the visits while the child was in the hospital. Now, he wasn't there to like see her home. No female family had to do that. He wasn't there to see, let me get her home, escort her home, get you all set up. No, he came to visit. When the child was born, how she got home, unpacking her bag, she didn't need anything. Oh, he was already gone. So he's then sent a child after that. So I said, this, let me tell you something. When a man does that, that man does not care whether that child lives, does not live. It doesn't care. What he's basically saying, based on his actions, is, look, kid, look, newborn, precious baby. I'm speaking in general. Either your mom or your grandmama, the state, or somebody else is going to take care of you, or you're on your own, because I'm not. I said, he does not care about what. I said, he doesn't care whether that child lives, breathes, or doesn't live or breathe. He doesn't care. That's why it's not there. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. He's caring from afar. He doesn't even send child support checks, phone calls. You live in the. You maybe what? Oh, I don't know, a big old hour away. Ooh, let them say it's some free Jordans or a strip club with a VIP, and you ain't gotta pay, and these girls gonna serve. He'll be there early. Stop making excuses. As a collective, there aren't builders, and the few black men that are builders that we do have, good luck to you, dude, because there's a bullseye on your back. That'll be the one that the hoodlums will come and get. So this man here, again, this is another picture, buddy. What they say, look like a duck, cry like a duck. It's a duck. Look like him. I'm not gonna even go there. anyway, anyway, the precious baby on his lap, and that's the only thing precious in the picture, as I understand, passed away due to cancer. Yeah, and he did a video. So some women are in denial. Some of the video, it was so disgusting. I'm just gonna do parts of it in and out. It's just too disgusting. Father of the year in the hood.
They aggravate me. Once again, man, I never wanted kids, bro. I ain't no family type of nigga.
Never wanted kids. But yet you put a child here. If you don't want kids, it's very simple. There are ways not to have them. They're not responsible. And that's how you see yourself. I mean, which basically means ignorant person. So, he probably ain't lying on that part. The N word means ignorant person. Yeah, it means, so that right there, he's letting you know who he is. It means ignorant person. So he's letting you know that's who he is. He's that kind of a guy. And yet and still somebody decides to go ahead and, breed with him. He also said on a video, he said he just liked to sling. I'm gonna add the word Moby. Sling Moby Dick and talk CHIT. Chit. Wow. That's the kind of guy you need, ladies. I mean, really? Oh my gosh. Really? Who breeding this? Yeah, that's what he said. But I'm not gonna play that. Again, gotta do it in parts. Might need some soap for the mouth. Literally, because he did say he didn't brush his teeth.
The type of nigga.
Sorry.
I ain't the type of nigga to be
connected.
I don't like being connected to women like that. I don't like to be 100% connected to no woman like that. I just never did. Since I was young, I just never liked it. I never liked it.
He said he never liked it. Liked it? I think the word's like. He said I just never. He never liked it. Oh wow.
I just never did. Since I was young, I just never liked it. I never liked it to be connected to a woman like that because women are slimy, women are conniving, women could be some bad people sometimes.
Really now? Well, speaking of bad people, again, his son passed away. His son of cancer. Boom. Here are some little tweets conversation he says, and here's his name, Robert Hannor. Y'all mad because I got 3 girls pregnant and we all live together? This is my that. Haha, I beat the Matrix. It gets worse. Look at the bottom. I'm glad my jit, and he was referring to his child. I'm glad my jit, DEAD. Now I ain't got to worry about a dumb broke female making my life something, making my life the Matrix. He says, then he goes, don't get me wrong, I miss my jit, but the peace I get is priceless. I gotta worry about no child support, no baby mama drama, making me feel less than. I think it's less than, THAN, but he put THEN and ion. I interpret that, ebonically speaking, as I don't have to or I don't. I'm glad my jit dead. Now I ain't gotta worry about no dumb broke female making my life whatever. Don't get me wrong, I miss my jit, but the peace I get, he gets peace in the death of his child. He gets peace in the death of his child. The peace I get is priceless. I don't gotta worry about no child support. No baby mama drama making me feel less than. R&P, RJ. I'm glad my jit, referring to his child, he's glad that his child is dead. What I tell a young woman? You, you get upset with me. I said the man doesn't care whether the child lives or dies. I don't know what more is going to be needed. I don't. You think he's the only one? How many women end up dead? Look how many black women they'll sit up here. I'm pregnant. One had her baby shower. All the ladies showed up and her mom, and she got a whole bunch of nice gifts from the ladies at the baby shower. And she was like really, really out there. And as she was bringing some more gifts into the car, she got home. She was shot several times in her stomach. She was shot. That woman looked like she about in her 8th month. Looked like she could drop in a day. She was shot several times in her stomach. Who did that? The Klan? No, an angry black man. And the car, the way they were talking about it, it was a hit because it was like, so the person must have knew, must have been watching. She was shot several times. Another black woman, I didn't get to do a story on it. She was working, I guess, at some kind of home facility, take care of the elderly, CNA type of job. Oh my God! Well, she's not rich. Neither am I, so I ain't hating on the sister. Um, Somebody came and just started shooting at her multiple times on the job. As she was outside with the elderly person, just start shooting at her. It's a miracle. It was a miracle from above, my God, that she survived. Who? There was no robbery. Just shot her several times. Makes me wonder. Well, gee golly, who could that have been? It could be random, or it could be a baby daddy. How, Look at the femicide rate. First was that black women were reportedly unalived every 5 hours. Now every 4.3, 4.5. Some saying every 4 hours. Gee, what do you think that means? It's like my friend of mine, African American male, like he was saying, hey, black male, he's like, we were having a discussion. If someone attacks the country, what's going to happen? Well, they're not going to sit up here and go, oh, well, everybody on their own. I'm going to just go inside. No, they're going to gather. It's about to be something. They're going to go ahead and do something. September 11th. They didn't go, well, that was bad. Yeah. Supposed to be in 2 weeks, 2 weeks out, right around, was it Rumfeld? 10 years, but still, have to act. Can't just sit around like no weakling and say, you better not do it again. Oh no. Gotta let you know when you want to pull up, guess what? Can pull up too. If that's the case, they have a military. Well, for protection. So like he was saying, they're gonna do something. Of course, duh. He's like, well, the same thing in the black community. All this against women and children. Nothing happens. Why? Because the love isn't there. But black women don't want to believe that. Maybe I should put him on and let a man tell you. Women and children being unalived. We're not pushing for reform to cause, a bill because black women ought to be a protected class. We're not pushing for reform for harder criminal laws. No, let them out, let them out. And some of them need to go back. Some of them end up right back in. Why? Abandon the children. Kill the baby mother. The lady that was shot. How many have told a man they're pregnant and end up unalived? At this point, it's no big who done it. What the lady say? They hate you. Really? No kidding. No, they don't. You're just saying it to cause trouble. Sad. He's just verbalizing, I'm afraid, what he feels. He's verbalizing what he feels. And guess what? Most of them feel the same way. That's why you get the treatment and the abuse and quick to unalive you. Yeah. Still don't get it. He is just verbalizing what a lot of them feel. I'm glad. And look, don't have to pay. What they say? He doesn't have to pay child support. He even talks on the video how that he likes to be by himself. He's not a family man. He just wants to be alone and spend his money on him. Oh yes, he talked about that. I just want to spend my money on me, do what I want to do. He at best he's willing to be with the woman. I think he said maybe 2 or 3 days, and at that time he's going to need to exit. Okay, so he can go home and do what he wants to do. He's not a family ninja man. He's not about that. And you know what the sad thing is? Out of seeing all this, I hate to say it. You all can tell me. Here's a sad thing. Out of seeing all this, what you want to bet? It'll be a foolish black woman somewhere or get with this man. You think? Oh, I promise you. There is a foolish woman somewhere. And I don't mean one he got to hire and pull out his little $3. There is a foolish woman somewhere that will get with this man, and then she might come. I'm pregnant. It's like, that's the guy that everyone was talking about. Did you not get it? It's crazy. It's crazy to me. So remember the video I did before? I'm just gonna play some of it. Some of our people are a little slow. Remember the part about she said they hate you? Here you go. We don't want to face it though. Oh no, you just saying it to make him look back. No, they don't need my help to make them look bad. These kind of dudes, they do a good job of themselves. But no, they love me.
I hate you. This is not conjecture. This is not hyperbole. This is a fact. The undeniable evidence is plain to see. They use you for sex but refuse to give you marriage. They get you pregnant and leave you to fend for yourself without resources, without support, without help. They do this at a 77% rate. In case you can't recognize it, this is hate. They shoot up your communities. Your kids are killed. They see the damage they cause and they continue it still. They beat, rape, and murder you at the highest rates. There is nothing you can call this behavior except hate.
And they're glad when when their child is unalived, so they can say that we'll lose $35 in child support. That's why.
They refuse to give resources. They refuse to protect you and work hard to make sure that the whole world rejects you. Yes. They write songs calling you bitches and hoes, and that's the way the hatred grows. So the whole world joins in dehumanizing you. They hate you and makes the world hate you too. They tell the whole world you are ugly, unloved. Yep. They call you unworthy, undesirable, and if that's not enough, they sex traffic you and your daughters. They don't see it as wrong. They molest over 60% of our little girls before they're even grown. They use you as mules. They use you as tools. They use you like fools. And to them, it's all cool. And they do this publicly for the whole world to see. How much more hateful can hatred be?
No, I'm going to give him another chance. That ain't it. I'm telling you, that's why the baby mama train is running out of gas. That's why a lot of women, they're not trying to hit baby mama, they're not trying to hit marriage these Dusties. They want to be on their own. And that's why a lot of women that need help, they're not getting it. They're like, you should know by now. Oh, you got a baby by a dust bucket? Where is he? We already know what the answer is. But it's just, it's a norm. I've heard women going through a hard time, losing her places, getting evicted. She got on her feet. Now, when that was happening, he was nowhere to be found. Got on her feet, and it's like, where did little Larry come from? And you already know. I told her, just don't say nothing. You already know. He went back to his mom's house. Where did she go? Had to load up your stuff in a storage by yourself. And wait a second, hold on. Then, after getting the new place, after being able to kind of, work it out and keep the storage thing paid up, and then you know how you get a chance, and then you do things on the storage to the new place. He didn't even help do that. But once the house was set up, she was happy to have him back. What does that tell you? If a female had done that to her, oh, you'd have helped me then.
The undeniable evidence is plain to see. They use you for sex but refuse to give you marriage.
And he already said he's not that type of individual. He made that real clear. Black women, the collective, they hate you. Here you go.
They hate you. This is not conjecture. This is not hyperbole. This is a fact. The undeniable evidence is plain to see. They use you for sex but refuse to give you marriage. They get you pregnant and leave you to fend for yourself without resources, without support, without help. They do this at a 77% rate. In case you can't recognize it, this is hate.
But you can't tell a lot of these women nothing. That's why sometimes when they find themselves in these positions, other people just keep on going. Yeah, I see. Oh, the single baby mom. Keep on going. If this isn't hate, I'm glad my jit, meaning the child, is dead. Then don't get me wrong, I miss my jit, but the peace I get is priceless. I own, again, evonically speaking, I think that means like I don't. He's finding peace in his child's death. I don't gotta worry about no child support. He's basically seeing his child's death as a blessing. He said, the peace I get is priceless. I ain't gotta worry about no child. I don't gotta worry about no child support. No baby mama drama making me feel less than, excuse me, the THAN. But he also said liked it. Okay. The world is watching. The world is watching. Like the lady said, she was like, how women have to put these programs together, and they got these programs, and why can't they just really help the single, the baby mamas and rent and all that, girl? They're trying to, not to be insulting. It's around business. It might be a dust up with her over the funding, because what's typically the value system of what people may see and doing as a baby mama, and I'm not referring to the one that's going to work and hard work and want to have a business and all that. Because trust and believe, there are some black women who are single parents in those programs. I mean, come on, they're business owners, but what she's referring to, they're not going to go to and just say, "Oh, let's pay everybody's rent," and then what? there won't be a return on the investment. They're trying to close the bridge gap. She made, I don't know, I can't say what the thinking process is, but it's not aligned with the value system. Hicks, it doesn't work. It's like a black woman. She had gotten a nice little hookup. She had like a couple of children, a bad relationship. And so then they had her on TV. They got her a whole new place to stay. She was going to stay there for like, I think maybe a year. Free was crazy. Awesome for her. First thing hit my mind was, let's hope she don't get up in there and get pregnant again. That's how you got in this situation, getting evicted and all this DV stuff. Free rent? And I wish I could go back and check on that. I knew then Tyrone was going to be showing up. Free rent and it's furnished. Let's hope there's no more dust up. Why? You can get evicted in that building. Why? A lot of police calls making it unsafe. I thought about that. Let's hope you don't end up pregnant again, because that seems to be your MO. Each relationship, you come up with a kid. Haven't been married not one time, you come up with a kid. Each relationship. Each relationship is saying the man got to move in with you. Taking in homeless men. But that's black women. They're going to keep hope alive, even though you may die every 4.5. The world is watching. I'm glad my jit dead. Now I ain't got to worry about no dumb broke female. Wow. Making my life hard. Ha ha. You know, some of them only pay $35, $40 a month in child support. I did some research maybe a year or so ago. Do you know it said when they at that time, and I can't recall the date, but it was saying when you average it out, the typical child support for a lot of black women is $50. Then I've seen black women flashing those checks. Oh yeah, they're being facetious. I'm gonna be flossing $5 and $7. Still a black woman with two kids, and she was getting child support on one child. It was $35. She was getting child support on one child, and it was $35 a month. Not even, I guess what, a little over $1 a day. What do you do with that? Everybody can see the collective of these men, the community, how it stands, why it's in the position it is. But some black women are still holding on. Again, he's not the only one that feels this way. A lot of them do. He's just saying it. Actions speak louder than words. Again, how did it end up unalived DV? We shouldn't be having more DV cases in this nation. We're a minority compared to. This is crazy to me. Actions speak louder than words. These men are showing the world every day, but again, still signing up for the baby mama train. Still signing up to let this dust in your life. And that's why a lot of women end up going night-night. Don't get me wrong. I miss my jit. What they ought to say, but as a human being, you ain't worth CHIT shit. But the peace I get is priceless. I don't got to worry about no child support. The peace I get is priceless. How can you love? This is not love. The peace he gets is priceless. From his child's death. Heartless. Simply heartless.
This is not conjecture. This is not hyperbole. This is a fact. The undeniable evidence is plain to see.
No, he don't. No, he doesn't. You're making black men look bad. You're just mad. This right here, hate. The peace I get is priceless. Gosh, I can't wrap my head. That is crazy to me. The peace I get is priceless. His son's death. Why they don't want to help you build, but you can deal with one and get killed. Why they want to always talking about child support? They hate you. And for the ones that keep on dealing with them, in the spirit of love, I want to say, darling, you must hate yourself too. And I'm out.